top deck Zard. Fuck, dude. This is not good. I'm about to hit him with a gust. I can't win this. There's no shot. Zard is a bad deck. It's not good. But man, did I want it to be good. I was wrong about Charizard. Yeah, I don't know why they conceded there. They didn't find the Colress, though. Okay. So that just gave me a win con? But okay, I'll take it. Charizard EX is one of the most hyped up EXs to come out of Obsidian Flames. It has the powerful Infernal Rain ability, which allows you to accelerate 3 basic fire energy from the deck into play, letting you attach those energies any way you like. This is great because Charizard's attack takes 2 basic fire to use. Once powered up, Burning Darkness does a base 180 damage, plus 30 more for each prize card your opponent has taken, making this a great late game attacker, and, with its 330 HP, not even a Tyranitar V with 4 single strike energy can KO it, letting it not only dish out big damage, but also sponge hits from big threats. On top of those pros, it also benefits from its Terra typing. Charizard EX is a Dark type in this expansion, instead of the typical Fire type that we know it as, making it weak to Grass instead of Water, and since there aren't a lot of great Grass attackers out there, Charizard looks like it's in a pretty good position to rock this current meta. The Dark typing makes it very formidable into Gardevoir EX and even the Mew VMAX matchups, since both are weak to Dark. All that won't matter though if you can't get the card out in the first place, so to help with consistency, enter Mew from Celebrations. Mew can help you find Battle VIP Pass, which gets Charmanders and other consistency cards into play like Arceus and Pidgey, which will eventually become Pidgeot EX. Obsidian Flames Pidgeot EX has the Quick Search ability, which allows you to search your deck for any card and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. This is great when combined with Arceus VSTAR BRS, which allows you to search your deck for 2 cards and put them into your hand. The combination of the two can help you snowball into setting up multiple Charizards and getting Pidgeot EX into play, putting you in a position where you can just start attacking. That was the short and sweet deck profile because we got 2 games to show today. One is with my consistent list, and the other is with my special sauce list, which I'll talk about more at the end of the video. Enjoy! Hi! Before we continue on with the video, if you like the video so far, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. It really does help a lot. And if you want to check out more of my content, there should be some cards showing up right now, and you can check out some of those videos, but after you finish this one, of course. Bye! Good cards come out of it. That's a cool coin. I like the Crobat coin. That's sick. Makes me miss Crobat VTBH. Do I want to go first? Hell yeah, I want to go first. We got the Mew. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Gardevoir. Gardevoir might be a pretty close game. We'll have to see how we do here. I would love to find VIP Pass off that. I think we still bench the Arc regardless, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Battle VIP Pass, let's go. And then we just do double VIP Pass for Mander and this, and I think we go Mander and maybe we save that last bench space, or maybe I go for double Arc. So we have 2 Arcs, we have 3 of those. My Pidgeots are in my hand. Got all the Colress, got Worker, that's good. I think I don't overextend, because if they play Collapse Stadium on me, that's pretty bad. Priced an Artazon, priced a Fire Energy. Got my switch options, that's good. Rod. Priced an Iono. I think I'm good with just Charmander. I think we're also good passing, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Off this Mysterious Tail though, I really hope we get Rare Candy, because Rare Candy and Pidgeot would be pretty big. They also have the VIP Pass, nice. Zacian. Zacian's pretty good. I think what this opens up though is that if I get double candy, or actually triple candy into like Zard, that's pretty bad for them because I can Gust KO Zacian. But now it's gonna take a little bit more to get there. Like an Arc V-Star. Arc V-Star can find something like Jacq. I think I saw Jacq in the deck. I feel like if you're a Guardy player here, you always grab Mew. Yeah. You can find you another Battle VIP Pass here, for sure. Fog Crystal with the VIP Pass. I don't think it matters for them though. They're still gonna get the Zacian off. So, Roar the Sword for an energy ends their turn. And I believe I'm up to the batting plate now. How do I want to go about this one? Because we have the Arc V-Star. We can do that. I think I want to try to KO Ralts here. But if I use Boss's Orders, then I can't use Jacq. So I think we Mysterious Tail first and hope we find a Rare Candy. We didn't. That sucks. I think Ultra Ball's fine though. The Ultra Ball. We can Ultra Ball away Arc and Pidgey. We still want Jacq, and we still want Rare Candy. I feel. So I can Ultra Ball. Away these. Find a Pidgeot. I think we still Starbirth here. I don't think there's a work where I don't Starbirth here. I could Worker. But then I can't get the Jacq. Yeah, so we Starbirth for Jacq, I think. Jacq and Rare Candy. We have all of our Rare Candies in the deck. So Jacq can grab both the Zards, I guess. That should be fine. Yeah. We'll Rare Candy into Pidgeot. And unfortunately we did whiff the Rare Candy there, but that should be fine. I think we're gonna Energy onto here and then one onto Arc because I have DT in my hand. I'm gonna attach Retreat into Zard KO Mew, and I think that should be okay. Because that would force them to need a lot next turn and Reversal, so we play the Jacq. Refined. I think we go double Zard. A quick search for Rare Candy. Gift Energy might not be too bad at some point in this match. So we're gonna hold that Gift Energy, but we definitely wanna get a Zard into play. Use Infernal Rain. Find some energies. 2 here, 1 onto the Arc. We do with the boss play, but I don't think I'm too upset about that. We do activate reversal for them, but I'm also not too concerned. They do need quite a bit to get that reversal off. And we also found Choice Belt. I think that's really, really good here. Because now I can Rare Candy into Zard. Attach this. Gust up Zacian. KO Zacian. Save Zard to KO Gardevoir EX. They can't overextend with Gardevoir EX though, because if they put all their energies into play, that's really bad for Gardevoir. You can just Gust Trap like a Zacian or something. So let's see if they get there. They're gonna need reversal if they want to have a chance at KOing this. 9 energies is 330 exactly, I think. 9 energies is 330 exactly, so they need 6 and reversal to KO the Zard. So they need a lot to KO the Zard. Level Ball for Kirlia, which means the reversal play is very unlikely to happen now because they can't get a Gardevoir EX into play now. They can try to get some chip damage in with Zacian, but that's pretty bad because I could just retreat, Arc V-Star, Choice Belt, KO. Like, I have that option. They can Rare Candy into the Shining Arcana, but they have no way to accelerate energy to it. They hit me with the Iono, that's pretty good. For them. Not for me. I do find Rope. That's not bad. I think I like the idea of having Rope. But now I can't KO Zacian, which is pretty unfortunate. I'm gonna need a top deck like Zard or something. Or top deck one of my 3 bosses. That would be pretty nice. There's the Gardevoir EX. I don't think they can play it this turn. So they're just gonna Brainwave for 150. That makes sense. I mean, they're not getting a KO. Which is good for us. That's where I kind of want to think a little bit. I definitely don't need the Manaphy. Not having boss kind of sucks, though. Because I want both the boss and Choice Belt, and I just can't get there. Mew can't grab Choice Belt anymore. So I feel like we just quick search for Zard. I'm not opposed to quick searching for Colress, but I think we still quick search for Zard. Because now they're a turn behind. If I can get this, they get the KO next turn, I can promote Arc, Gust, KO, Zacian. Could be a line. So I can Rare Candy, Charmander into Charizard, grab 3 energies here. 1, 2, and then I'll throw this one on Arc. I think we hold the gift energy. We definitely want to hold the fire because that's our last fire energy. I don't want to overextend because if they play Collapsed, I don't want to get rid of my Radiant Zard. I just want to get rid of Mew. So now I think we just go KO Gardevoir. They have Guardy EX in hand, which is fine. They're just gonna get the return KO on Zard anyway. And then they lose out on reversal because they committed the reversal too early. So I think we do attach Gift Energy to Arc. And then I'll Burning Darkness for KO. We pull an Iono, that's not terrible. Not exactly what I'm looking for though. So now what I have on the table is, since I attached Gift Energy here, if they Gust KO Arceus, I get more cards. And they don't want that. Now, they also need their other Shining Arcata Gardevoir. They could just go in and swing with Zacian, but that'd be really bad because they're giving up 2 prizes. And then I just go Zacian Gardevoir in its game. So they have to swing with the Shining Arcana Gardevoir instead of swinging with Zacian. And that's why powering up the Arceus is so good here. They also need another Ralts, because if I Gust KO this Gardevoir EX that they just got rid of, they also need Rod now to get that back, because now I can go 2-2 and I win. And I can go 2-2 pretty easily with Zard and Arc. So they need to Iono me to 4. They haven't used the supporter yet. Gardevoir is definitely in a pretty tough position to be in. They need to KO both my Zards is what needs to happen. And they also need to KO me with this Gardevoir. This was a miss sequence because they could have attached, retreated into Gardevoir before evolving into Kirlia. Because now they can't Rare Candy into the Guardy here. And now what this opens up for me to do is I can go, if they KO Zard, I go Gust KO, they KO, I promote Arceus boss for KO, or boss for game. So yeah, they can Psychic Embrace there, they can, you know, throw on enough energy to KO the Zard. I'm pretty content with just promoting Arceus Gust KO'zation right here, or I can just Gust KO Guard and force them to have the Rod in hand. If they don't play Rod right now. Looks like they're just attaching some energy onto the benched Gardevoir here. I believe 5 is enough to KO. That's 180. Does exactly enough to KO here. But they need to get another Ralts down this turn, or they're going to miss their Gardevoir EX. Because as soon as I KO this Gardevoir EX, I pretty much have game on board. Because my Pidgeot EX is still in play. They need to actually Gust KO Pidgeot EX if they want any chance of winning, but I guess they're just going to try to KO Charizard EX. Makes sense though. So I'm going to force them to have Rod or they just lose. I think it's what I'm going to do. Because that's great. You can have 5 energies here, but now you only have 3 in there. Do 10. Okay, yeah. we promote Zard. Now I'm okay with not KOing the Gardevoir and just forcing them to have Rod. So now I go Quick Search for Boss KO Gardevoir. We have 3 bosses left in deck, that's really good to know. Quick Search for Boss. We go Boss, Guardy. And now we bench the Radiant Zard, because now we have 2 win cons, so I can go Radiant Zard into Zacian, or I can go Arceus Choice Belt into Zacian. And now we swing for KO on Gardevoir. And now I force them to have Super Rod and a way to find the Gardevoir EX. Which, let me check for Ultra Balls. It looks like they might have 2 more Ultra Balls left. They gotta get there though. So let's see if they just have Rod in hand. They can find 6 cards, so they can draw their whole deck and try to find it. They need to have it though. And if they don't have it, then I think, yeah. So there's the Rod. They need Ultra Ball. This needs to be a Gardevoir EX, or they just lose. They also need to Iono me. Because if they don't Iono me, like, they don't know if I have boss in hand or not. And judging from my quick search for boss, they just know that I don't have boss in hand, but they don't know if I got it off prizes or not, so they have to Iono me. Or they have to KO the Pidgeot EX. Because my Pidgeot EX is my win con. They need to recognize that Pidgeot EX is my win con, or they just lose. So, Gust KO Pidgeot is probably the best move here, but they also don't have reversal anymore. Oh, whoa! They run 2 reversal. Yeah, so there's the Gust KO on Pidgeot EX. That's pretty good. And then next turn, I don't think I ever promote Radiant Zard. Oh, they didn't get back the, oh, they did get back the Gardevoir EX. They definitely need it next turn. So there's the KO on a Pidgeot. I can't promote a 2-prizer because then Zacian just KOs. So I think I promote Zard. Then I didn't find a boss, but that's okay because then I can Iono them, and then I should be good. So I'll Iono them to 2, and then I'll just force them to have it. Yeah, that forces them to just have game in hand. So now they need Zacian Gust KO. I don't think they have it. Because now they have no reversals and 7 energy in the discard, and I'm assuming they only have 9 psychics, so they just need psychic energy. And Gardevoir EX to switch into this, and boss. So they just need to have it. Let's see, they have 1 boss. There's the Rare Candy into Shining Arcana. That's not bad. There's the Guardy EX. Do they have Gust KO though? Like, the 7 energy KO Charizard? I think it could just... Hold on. 7... It doesn't KO Zar, but KO's Arc. It doesn't KO Arc! Wait! 7's 270. So my Arc survives. I think what they're trying to do is they're probably going to snipe Mew or like try to get some chip damage in on the Zard to make it easier for them to KO because it looks like they don't have it. But I need Escape Rope to win, so it's a tight match for sure. This is real funky because I don't think you ever use Gardevoir to KO a Zard here. Because if they KO Zard, that's my win con, right? Like, I just promote something and I win. So you don't ever just... Yeah, you just don't KO Radiant Charizard here and you give it another turn. Because I can't attack this turn with Radiant Charizard anyway. So I don't know what this Gardevoir player is doing. Because again, my win condition is either they just KO my active or I find Escape Rope. There's like a 1 in 3 chance, a little bit worse than 1 in 3 chance that I find it off the Mew. Or I can just promote this if they KO my active. Yeah, I don't know why they conceded there, because there's definitely a line you can take to win that, but there we go. Game 1, we win. Yeah, in my opinion, I think Lost Tina is definitely BDIF. It's the deck that I've been playing the past month, actually. I've been practicing IRL, and I went undefeated at locals last week with it, so it's really good right now. Do I want to go first? Yes. Is this the game that I actually get to show off what this deck does? Is Chien-Pao an auto loss? I don't think it is. I think we can beat Chien-Pao. Chien-Pao's not an auto loss if I can find Manaphy. This is the game. This is the game! Please! Okay, it's a Palkia version of Chien-Pao, which means they're probably going to be swinging a lot with a Palkia. Because I don't know if it's 3-2, like 3-3 Palkia V V-Star and then 2 Chien-Paos, or if it's the other way around. So I guess we'll have to find out. But if it's 3 Palkia Vs, then this is a very Palkia-centric list, and they're just going to be attacking with Palkia. But I think we definitely bench Arc. And we bench Mander. Well, Mysterious Tail before VIP Pass, and then I find the other VIP Pass. That's pretty sick. We found the other 2 VIP Passes. That's cool. So we'll VIP Pass for Manaphy and Mander. No, we want Manaphy and Pidgeot, right? And then... Actually, it doesn't matter. I can get 4 Mons off this anyway. And then we want Vulpix. So the next turn I can Arc V-Star. I guess I can attach DT here, right? Does that matter? I can do that there. I think that should be fine. So next turn I can play Arceus V-Star. I'm gonna research first. Unless I find Super Rod off the top deck, which would be really bad. But we'll research and then see what we find off that, and then if I don't get what I want, then I'll Starbirth. But I should be okay not Starbirthing. Iono, that sucks. That really sucks, actually. Never mind, this sucks a little bit less. I think I found exactly what I needed. That's pretty lucky. I can freely Ultra Ball away the DTE now. Because now Ultra Ball can find... Yeah, Ultra Ball can find Arc V-Star. Arc V-Star can find me Rare Candy Pidgeot. Pidgeot can find me Rare Candy into Zard. Zard can power up Arc V-Star and Vulpix. Or Zard can power up itself in Vulpix. Or do I want... I think I want it on the Arc, actually. Because now Vulpix can just KO Frigibax, right? No, they're probably just going to find other Frigibax off this. Should be fine. Yeah, there's that. Okay. Which means I want to ping damage onto the Palkia, then. I want to do 90 on Palkia. And then I want to start powering up the Zard, then. I think that's what I want to do. And then I find the Switch. That's actually massive. Do I find Rare Candy off this? That would actually be even more massive. So we Ultra Ball away this and this. We find Arc V-Star. So I do this. But I want to find Rare Candy off Mysterious Tail. Oh, let's go, dude. Okay, that opens up more options for me then. Because I can evolve into Ninetales here. Ninetales is just going down next turn. But I want to ping damage onto the Palkia, I think. Because my prize map is 2-2-2. Not 1-1-2-2. That sounds really bad. It's 2-2-2. And any way I can make getting those prizes easier is going to make my life easier. So now we Starbirth. Pidgeot EX. And because I can Rare Candy into Zard. Or no, I can Rare Candy into Pidgeot. Pidgeot can grab that. Maybe I just grab Research. Research this hand would be kind of bad. Iono is probably better. Yeah, we'll do Iono. I think Iono is fine. I'm gonna Rare Candy into Pidgeot. Pidgeot can grab Rare Candy into Zard to help me evolve into Zard. So there's that. Prize to Rare Candy, that's fine. Yes, how I like to use Infernal Rain. So I'll do this, this, and this. Then I'll switch into Ninetales. And then I think I'm okay Ionoing here, because I get a new hand and they don't have whatever hand they've set up already. This is fine, I think. Because now I have energy here I can attach to Arc. And then I can also just attach next turn to Zard. So then I can do 9 damage counters onto... Oh, I can do it anywhere. I think I still want it on you, right? I still want you there, because if you KO this, I can just return KO with Vitality Band. Yeah. So if Chien-Pao KOs Ninetales, I can just promote Zard, attach, search for Vitality Band, and then KO that way, because I do 220 with Vitality Band. What'd they just do? Yeah. They found 2 energies off the Chien-Pao. They concealed cards. There's no way they whiffed the Arc, right? They found the Irida, so that's good for them. They probably just find Palk V-Star and like Rare Candy, because they probably just already have the backs. I find it hard to believe that they don't have the backs off that. Because I'm just trying to go 2-2-2, like I said before. Yeah, PAL, Rare Candy in the backs. They don't have too many energy in the discard, so I'm not too worried about that. And then if they decide to escape rope me, I just promote Mew. Right? I think that's fine. They're not going to Star Portal here. Star Portal is really bad here. So they just Super Cold 2 energy onto this, discard 1 off the Palkia, and then they just KO that way. Because they have the KO here. And they played Irida, so they can't disrupt my hand. They just discard 1 off Palkia and they KO the Ninetales. And that's good. That's fine. Because this is within KO range of... oh, I don't have Choice Belt on this, I guess. But this is within KO range for Arc V-Star with Vitality Band as well. Charizard. Do this. That KOs that. I can Vitality Band. I want a Nest Ball for another Zard. Or another Charmander, I guess. I'm gonna quick search for Vitality Band. Should be in the deck, right? Yeah, there it is. Do that. And then if they find a way to KO this Charizard, that's incredible. They're gonna need 6 energies to do it, but they can probably get there, surely. So, KO... I don't think I wanted to do anything else that turn. Maybe throw the energy back in, but I should be fine. Because now they KO this. Zard does a lot of damage. Alright, if they KO this... So now what's my price mapping? I could Gust KO Arc if they don't find anything off this, and then if I Gust KO Arc, I think that just wins me the game. Because they're gonna have some trouble finding some things here. There are 4 energies in there, so they could grab the 4 energies, swing back with Palkia. They got rid of a Manaphy and a Vacuum. Makes sense. I think they should have just kept the Vacuum to discard my Vitality Band, because Vitality Band does matter right now. It's the only way I can KO Arc V-Star, so discarding the Lost Vacuum is really bad, actually. And now they found the Arc V-Star. Okay, cool. They find Chien-Pao. They have 4 energies in the hand. They can switch into Chien-Pao if they find like some switch card. And then they can KO the Charizard, which would be bad. But then I can just Charmander Rare Candy into another Zard and be okay from there. I'm just ahead in the prize race, so I think that's fine. Oh, that might be chasing after the Pidgeot. Oh, they're going after the Manaphy? Canceling Cologne Manaphy onto the Charmanders? I see, okay. That's pretty good. That's not bad. That just keeps on powering up the Zard, though. I think that's good for me. So now they'll just Shuriken Manaphy and Charmander, right? They thought they could do damage onto Zard. That's so funny. I'm a Terra type, and that actually came in handy. That's so funny, dude. Holy shit. Okay. Let's see. I think here... This is a tough place to be in. I think I still want to Artazon for another Charmander. That should be fine. I can quick search for Rope. They're not going to promote anything that they want as a liability though, right? So do I just Iono? No, I think... I just Gustall with Arc, right? Because I wanted to just go 2 and then 2. I wish I found an Energy, because Energy would have been kind of clutch here. I think we stall with Arc a little bit, because I do need some time. Super Rotting the energy back probably is fine. Yeah, Super Rotting the energy back is probably fine. It's what? It's 3 energy here. They would have to find a lot. Let's see if they have it. I'll just make them have it. They need 6 energies to KO a Zard, so I'm just gonna make them have it. They already used their V-Star power, so they can't Star Portal. There's the Superior Energy Retrieval. I don't think they have the Cross Switcher. And if they just have the Cross Switcher, then they just have it, right? And that's fine. I can promote Charmander KO Iono to 2. They still have to retreat the Arceus too. So they need to retreat the Arceus and have energies, which they just don't have. They can Nova onto Palk. I think that's fine. If they Nova onto Palk, yeah, it's not a huge deal. But they just don't have any energies in the deck. That's pretty good. So now I think I'm comfortable promoting Zard, right? I'm comfortable promoting Zard because they took a KO. And now I do 270. I'm gonna Ultra Ball first, so I don't need the Arc anymore. Ultra Ball for this. And then we'll do that. And I think I'm only going to grab 2 energies off this, because I want to save the last energy for Radiant Zard if I have to find it. What's correct here? I can't KO... Oh, I can, because of Vitality Band. So I can KO Arc V-Star. I'll have 3 energies in there. They KO... I think I still Iono here, right? I think it's still correct to Iono. So I'm gonna Iono. I don't need boss right this second. And if... Yeah, okay, cool. Winnable. Okay, I'm just gonna start talking about my lists for this video. First of all, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. It was a lot of fun trying out Charizard EX after not believing that Charizard EX was good. Like, I'm convinced that the deck is very, very capable now. But as you noticed in the video, there were 2 lists that I played. One of them is my consistent list, and the other one is my more experimental list that fixes a little bit of math. But I want to get started with closing out the video talking about my more consistent list. Once again, the list should be on the left side of the screen, that way you can follow along with what I'm talking about. But yeah, let's just get right into it. My consistent list consists of 4 Charmanders and 3 Charizard EXs, and the reason why I didn't do 4 Charizard EXs is because I found myself never needing the 4th Charizard EX. Like, 3 was the max that I would ever need in case, you know, I prized one. I would have 2 in play, which is all you really do need to win a game. Assuming you also have Arceus V-Star in play as well, because Arceus V-Star can also be used as an attacker, and is a very, very good attacker in these matchups, because, like, Arceus is a great early game attacker. It gets knocked out, it powers up to Charizard. It's that simple. But yeah, so 4-3 Zard, and taking out that one last Zard gives me space to experiment with, and it let me experiment with some Gift Energy shenanigans. I saw Jake Gearhart post about that on Twitter, and I was like, you know what, that's genius. Like, oh, so Gift Energy was added to the deck because, like, there isn't a lot of draw support, right? Like, you have Pidgeot EX, which can find you a draw supporter, but yeah, Gift Energy will definitely help you in situations, especially where you don't get set up as well as you would like. In the video, you probably saw me get set up pretty quickly. That's like 7, 8, and 10 games that you can do that, but the 2 and 10 games, the 1 and 10 games that you might brick, Gift Energy is going to be very, very useful to you. 2-2 Arceus V-Star. Arceus V-Star is pretty much the only way I would recommend ever playing this deck. There are lists that don't run Arceus V-Star, but Starbirth is just such a powerful ability, and I don't ever see a world where, like, you get as consistent as a setup. Like, you'll always feel like you're missing something in your setup, and, like, I feel like Arceus V-Star is one of the best support mons for Charizard EX, at least at this moment. Same idea with the Pidgey and Pidgeot EX, 2-2 line of that. Not much else to say about that. Just consistency things, 2-2, prize one, not a problem, so there's that. There's 1 Celebrations Mew instead of 2. Initially, I had 2 copying Andrew Mahone's list, but then I was like, not really feeling the 2 Mew, so I took 1 out, added 2 Nest Balls. That made consistency, you know, they're about the same amount of consistent, right? Like, the deck functions just as well with 1 Mew than it does 2. So 1 Mew is fine. 1 Manaphy, because Greninja is a killer for this deck. Like, you really don't want to get Greninja'd by something like a Chien-Pao deck or a Lawson box. So Manaphy, pretty much a must-have. Radiant Charizard, great cleanup. I toyed around with the idea of adding Moltres, Galarian Moltres, and teching into Dark Energy, but I haven't tested that yet, so just figured I'd throw that into the video in case someone does want to test that, but I will end up trying that later, and maybe I'll update Twitter on what I think about it, but right now, just Radiant Charizard for the endgame cleanup. Radiant Charizard might not see too much play, as in, like, you might not be taking KOs with it, but the Radiant Zard is really, really good in your endgame as you're trying to set up a checkmate situation. So you could, you know, try to bait your opponent into knocking out something like a Pidgeot EX and not caring, because you have 2 attackers that can KO whatever's in the active, like a Charizard EX that might be powered up because your opponent's taking prize cards, or you might be to the point where, okay, you can just swing for 250 for game with a Radiant Charizard. Yeah, just having the Radiant Charizard on the bench is a part of the strategy for this deck. You want to use Radiant Charizard as kind of like a way to set up a checkmate rather than actually using it to take KOs immediately. It's a great endgame cleanup, like I said before, but yeah, the 250, very strong, so yeah, there's that. 3 Iono, this deck utilizes Iono really, really well, considering that Charizard does well when it's behind, and it does well when it catches up. So, Iono to disrupt your opponent, great card. 3 Colress's Experiment over Research, because sometimes you just have things in your hand that you don't want to get rid of, like Super Rod or Rare Candies or even Evolutions. So, Colress's Experiment, you look at the top 5 cards, keep 3 of them that you want, and usually that's enough to get you to where you want to be. So, of course, this experiment probably better than research in my opinion. So there's that. 3 bosses orders, just consistency things. 3 boss feels fantastic. You don't need 4 bosses. In fact, you can probably go down to 2, but I just like having the option of 3 gust options. So 3 gusts in the deck feels fantastic. A card that you might see hotly debated on the internet is Jacq in this deck. Jacq searches out for 2 evolution Pokemon, and the reason why I personally like it a lot is because it's great to combo into things with. Arceus V-Star, if you find Arceus V-Star with an Ultra Ball or something, you can use that Arceus V-Star to find Rare Candy and Jacq, which can get you Charizard EX and Pidgeot EX, and Pidgeot EX can get you Rare Candy, so you might see yourself finding 2 Zards and a Pidgeot off of Jacq in like Ultra Ball, and you can just triple Rare Candy into 2 Zards and Pidgeot EX in the same turn, which is just crazy powerful. A tech that I put into this deck that I really like is Worker. Path to Peak shuts down this deck hard. Not only does it shut down Infernal Rain from Charizard EX, not only does it shut down Starbirth and Quick Search, but it shuts down the Excited Heart ability on Radiant Charizard. And you kind of need all of these abilities on these Rulebox Pokemon to, you know, set up and start attacking. So Worker is a great tech that you can add to this deck. And on top of like the discarding a Stadium in play, you get to draw 3 cards, and if you draw into exactly what you need, then you can use Quick Search for something else that can help you get set up in your next turn, or, you know, help you get ahead this turn, like finding a Choice Belt. So you don't have to waste Quick Search looking for a Stadium bump and then, you know, setting up. Worker, great card. Highly recommend. 2 Artazon, just for consistency things. If you don't find the Mew, you can find Mew off Artazon. And yeah, go from there. 9 Fire Energy feels great. Like, I never struggle to find energy with this because the Zard just finds you energy. So, I know 10 is like the de facto, but 9 energy feels fine. 1 gift and then 1 DTE. DTE for the Arceus, or even for the Pidgeot EX. You never want to swing with Pidgeot EX, but like also, DTE is just good on the Arceus V-Star, especially if you want to use it as like a turn 2 attacker. Just throw DTE onto Arceus V-Star, swing, and you're good to go. Now, I mentioned that there are 2 lists that I played in this video, and I'm gonna quickly gloss on the second list that you saw at the end of my gameplay section. That list, which should be now on the screen, has 3 Charmanders and 3 Charizards, and taking out a 1-1 line of Charizard allowed me to put in a 1-1 line of Vulpix and Ninetales. The Vulpix is from Silver Tempest, I believe. It's 70 HP. It's the highest HP Vulpix you can get with 1 retreat cost, which is optimal. Not much to say about that Vulpix, but the Ninetales is from Obsidian Flames. It has the Ninetales Dance attack, which puts 9 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon for 2 Fire Energy, and the 2 Fire Energy can be accelerated from Charizard EX. There are 9 Fire in this deck, so you can likely draw into one or just search for one with Quick Search, or like draw into it with Research, which this list does run Research. Still up to debate on which one's better, Research or Chorus. In my opinion, I think Chorus, but this list ran Research because I was just experimenting with this real quick. Same idea with the 1 Mew and 2 Nest Balls. Didn't need 2 Mew, so 1 Mew, 2 Nest Balls. Same consistency. This list also ran Mesa Goes as the 3rd Stadium bump. It's okay. I don't like it very much, which is why I changed to Worker in my consistent list. But yeah, the Ninetales is there because it fixes math. Let's say that your opponent evolves into a V-Star, right? If you can get Ninetales to do 90 damage counters, or 9 damage counters onto that Pokemon V-Star, the V-Star, usually 280 HP, will go down to 190. And 190 is not a number that Charizard likes. Its base damage is 180, but with Vitality Band, it does 190. Its Vitality Band adds plus 10 damage, and this whole list's idea is to fix math. So the whole idea, get Ninetales out there, put damage on a V-Star or some tanky Pokemon that, you know, Charizard might not be able to reach for that one-hit KO on. Fix that math a little bit. Throw Vitality Band on Charizard, because as soon as Ninetales goes down, your Charizard instantly gains plus 30 damage, right? Like, so 180 plus 30 is 210, which doesn't knock out basic Pokemon EX, or like most of them, or most basic Pokemon Vs. The number that you're typically aiming for is 220, and Vitality Band fixes that for you. So plus stand damage from Vitality Band gets you to 220. Feels pretty good, actually. Yeah, that's the secret sauce for the second deck. The Ninetales feels really, really cool when you can pull it off, but it's nowhere near as consistent as my first list. Yeah, I'd recommend giving both a try. I think the Ninetales feels really cool when you can get it done, like, out and successfully use the Ninetales ends to fix some math. Also, it being damage counters that the Ninetales does gets around Manaphy, so you could just snipe a Manaphy and then you're good to go. Or you could snipe, you know, the Pokemon V-Stars that they're trying to set up, or things like that. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. It, again, really does help a lot. And be sure to check out some of my other videos. I did a video on Lost on Giratina, and one of my more popular videos, surprisingly, was Decidueye EX, so be sure to check that out if you can. But yeah, thanks for watching this video on Charizard EX, and I will see you in the next one.